My action, well, my action would have consequences. You mean like this? Still worth it.
I anticipated that you might get cold feet after learning of your character's fate. However, my wrath is terror far beyond a touch of stage fright. So, for your sake, dearest, do the fucking scene.
The artist is in the house, baby, and welcome back once again to my next episode of v.g.r. Let's Play. So we got done with the first date, so let's begin with the second date, shall we? So without further ado, let the gameplay continue. So we did the first date, so let's go on the second date. And then we'll worry about this one later in the future. That's because I gotta unlock the other two secrets. Achieving no data. Chapter 2, The King of Yellow approaches.
Chapter 2, The King in Yellow approaches.
Yeah, just like I said. Okay. In a world terrorized by slavering shadows and tentacle nightmares, something is innocuous. I didn't know how to pronounce it too well. And something as innocuous as an additional star in the night sky may be the most prophetic premonition of doom. For wherever the lurid golden light of the planet Carcosa shines, the long wicked shadows of the King of Yellow is cast. Behind that mask lie echoes of decadence and disorder, masquerades of limitless cruelty, hideous laughter, and equal part. And of all the poor devils seduced by the lavish promises of the King's court, God King's court, favorite victims of the King's sadistic amusement. Our followers are belonging to other deities. Huh? What? Where? Huh? Yeah, this is so fucking bright right here, isn't it? Super bright. That's a bright as moon. Did I zone out? What was I doing? Damn. I'm having one hell of a brain fart. I can't remember for the life of me what I'm supposed to be doing. Everything feels so hazy. Was I going to work? Am I standing outside? I am standing outside after all. Yeah, that's gotta be it. The sun is setting. So it's probably around 7 p.m. Which means I'm going to be crazy late. Fantastic. That's the beauty of working nights. I can't use it excuse that I overslept. Yeah, boss. I slept all day, sun up to sundown. That's why I'm here. 6 hours early for my shift? Huh? Those sounds are like the church noontime bells. It's high noon? No way. They must be doing something special on evening service or something. I can clearly see that the golden hour right before sunset. I'll just have to ask someone for the time on my way to work. If it's not too late and I really hoof it, I'll just get chewed out instead of fired. I'll also have to deal with a big sweaty. Well, but I'll figure that out when I get there. What the fuck? You literally look like the guy from Persona series, Persona 5? Joker? Oh, someone's coming home. Right. Perfect. Fingers crossed that I'm not absolutely screwed. Hey man, sorry to bother you. You wouldn't have to have the time on you, would ya? Ugh. Hello? Hey. Hey? Is this guy ignoring me? Normally I say whatever and walk away, but he's unfortunately standing in the only stairway off this floor. The only way to exit this conversation is to shove past him, but this guy is giving me such a weird vibes. I don't want to go anywhere near him. The longer I look at him, This guy seems more and more suspicious. That posture. He's slowly swearing in an uncanny, disturbing way. The collar of his shirt looks filthy. Stained on splotches of a deep browns and reds. Is he bleeding? Does he even live here? This is the top floor, and I only thought I met all of my neighbors. There are only 4 apartments up here. My only choices are to go inside and call the police, or to walk past this freaky guy. I don't have the time to wait around for when the cops show up. So but I just take a step. I kick something weighty with my shoe. It's bright pink with golden crown. It's gold accents. A book? What's Lynetta? But I died. The world ended. Oh shit. The shock freezes on me in place, and because I was so distracted, I didn't even I duck inside my room, slamming the door in the suspicious man's face. Following with the locks in a panic, I managed to turn it a deadbolt. I took a few fruitful steps back into the room, clutching the bug in my beating chest. I mean, I would too if I were caught in that situation. I died! I definitely died when I performed Fauna Vitral. So why am I still here? Where is here? Oh god, what the fuck? This is the next person I gotta deal with right now. Locked in my room, I have nowhere to run. Lynetta! Lynetta! If Lynetta was here, she could explain this. Maybe there's something in this book that can save me. I need to hurry. Come on, Lynetta, where are you?
Lynetta, huh? Who is this Lynetta you're trying to call?
Missy? What are you doing in my room?
I just so happened to overhear you saying, Lynetta, where are you? You sounded like you were in trouble, so I let myself in.
How did you even get in here?
Your window is open.
What? No, it's not. And either way, I'm on the top floor. So how did you...
Lynetta sounds like a girl's name, right? This Lynetta is obviously the girl you stood me up for, isn't she?
What is her deal? I knew she was pissed. I knew she'd be pissed I slammed the door in her face, but not so much of that, so that she wouldn't notice anything any of the things obviously wrong here. Why does she care about this freaky things stalking me outside? Or that my room is so full of evil idols and ritualistic tokens. Tokens. I can explain all this stuff.
Let me guess. Accursed devices used to channel Eldritch magics and do the bidding of outer gods.
Well, yeah, exactly right. Did you just randomly guess that?
No, I've just been playing coy. I know exactly what you've been doing. You know what this is, don't you?
It's a golden version of my book. The book I used to perform rituals for Lynetta. Hers looks way more ornate than mine. Considering I ended reality with mine, I can't imagine how dangerous hers must be. Wait a minute. This guy, the suspicious man outside, they all mentioned Mrs. Book. Is she making all this happen? Oh god, when I expected her to do something crazy, I thought she was just gonna show up with a hatchet or something. Like a fucking axe? Eggs. Missy, look, I'm sorry, I just got wrapped up with something. Please don't.
Sorry? You're sorry? Why are you acting so afraid of me?
Why wouldn't I?
Could it be that you know what this book is capable of?
I know too well. But I also know that these are incantation that take at least 5 seconds to pronounce. And yeah, that's actually true than what you think about when you're trying to pronounce something new. 5 seconds or more. And that's if she gets it right for the first try. So worst case scenario, I have 5 seconds to stop her. If I dash out for my mithril knife behind her, I might be able to kill her before she does something terrible to me. If I can distract her, I might be able to buy myself more time. Missy, look, I'll do whatever you want.
Anything? I can be rather demanding.
Name your price. I just guessed it!
So bold. In that case, I have 3 commands.
And what would that be?
Number 1, you'll address me as Your Highness from now on. So when I come home, it's welcome home, Your Highness.
Okay. When she comes home, she wants to move in? But that means, whatever. It's not like I'm going to have to have an actual follow on these. At least one of us is about to die. As you wish, Your Highness. What else?
Number 2, you'll quit your job so you can spend every waking moment catering to me, your one and only.
Okay. Sure, whatever. Just a little bit more until I'm spreading range of the knife.
And number 3, you'll obey every order and whim I have, absolutely, without question. Do you agree to my terms?
That sounds like marriage. Absolutely.
Absolutely. What?
Absolutely, Your Highness.
I suppose if you will do whatever I ask, then there's no need to use any of these dreadful spells on you. As a matter of fact, I believe you can help me with them. Here.
She just handed over her book without a second thought. Yellow energy pulses and crackles on my fingertips. Is she not here to hurt me?
Confused. I've liked you for a long time, and you're a capable bookkeeper. Handsome to boot. There's no reason we can't simply work together.
Oh, I am handsome. I get that a lot from the ladies. But I don't know. You seem rather suspicious to the Armster. I don't know. Very fishy, actually.
After all, a relationship based on threats of violence and fear is no good, right?
Once you get that part right, having that kind of relationship like that is no good for anybody's health, even for me. Right. We nearly escaped with our lives just now. But something is bothering me. How does she remember that I stood her up in the reality that ended under Linetta's awakening? And how did she get in through my window? I doubt she was able to climb the server stories in a dress like that. Considering you basically fuck up your dress entirely. And then pass it through a locked window without breaking it. There's only one possible answer. Alright, Your Highness. I'm ready to enter my lifetime of servitude to you, but I just have a small request first.
Being?
Could you tell me what this is?
Huh? Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it?
Ah! So you are an Eldritch god disguised as a human!
What? How did you figure that out so suddenly?
Isn't it obvious? No human being can pronounce Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Of course not, it's an Eldritch loanword. Why else would it be spelled like that?
Yeah, it is kind of hard to pronounce it. Worcestershire. I can't pronounce it either.
I was careless. After all this time I wasted trying to seduce you in this slovenly form.
Yeah, you should have tried using another form instead. I would have fallen immediately. I would have fallen in love with you immediately if you did that.
What?
Yeah, you heard me. What?
You think cosmic entities are attractive? As a human?
3D women are fine and all, but 4-dimensional girls with Euclidean geometry are smoking hot. They got the curves, and I can literally get a lost in it too.
If I had known that you're attracted to my cosmic godhood, I would have just led with that.
What the fuck?
Allow me to properly introduce myself. I am Estir, King in Yellow, heiress to Carcosa. Charmed, I'm sure.
Estir? She's gorgeous! A bona fide Eldritch King in my room! Oh man, all my fantasy of smooching the Eldritch horror are coming true. An Eldritch loyalty to boot, if I add. The King in Yellow sounds familiar. I can't remember why. My memory of my other existence is kind of fuzzy. What do I remember is that her followers tend to be incredibly violent towards cultists loyal to other gods. Like Leonetta. Shit. I kind of got swept up in the moment and almost forgot I already pledged fealty to a different god. This reality or not. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm already involved with another god. I'm following Leonetta.
I know, so loyal, so faithful and devoted. That's why I want you to be my follower instead.
What?
In exchange for serving me, I shall grant you anything you desire. Wealth, power, whatever that rotten witch Lynetta offered you, I can double it.
Ooh, double that shit, huh? She promised me a smooch.
And I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad?
You heard me. So you'll match her offer then, right?
I suppose. If that's all you're selling the world for, then a smooch can be... arranged.
No way. You promised to double it. So that's 2 smooches, baby!
No, hold on a minute!
2 of them. On the lips!
Alright, very well! 2 smooches, satisfied! Usually, my followers ask for inordinate wealth, unquestionable fame and influence, or some lavish indulgence.
Okay.
Nobody's ever dared to ask to kiss me before, so...
She's blessing for real.
You really want to smooch me?
Yep, you heard right, baby.
Well, your terms are amenable. Suffice it to say, I'll expect you to perform your scenes flawlessly in exchange.
Okay, scenes.
The prompt book I gave you contains the script for The King in Yellow.
Okay. You mean this spell book? That I was so afraid of? It's just a damn play? This thing is just a playbook? Where are all the powers invoking rituals?
Rituals? Is this some sort of peasant joke that I'm too rich to understand?
I don't know. What do you know?
No, we aren't barbaric swamp folk casting hocus pocus in a cave. We have a little class. To invoke my power, my play must be performed perfectly.
Perfectly? I don't always get these rituals, scenes, right the first time. What happened if I botched my lines? Or said a scene wrong?
Your performance will receive a scathing review in the Carcosan Times publication. And you'll also be killed.
Gulp. I'm getting those smooches no matter what.
Break a leg, dearest.
Well, better read those scenes. Okay. Setting exteriors and a view of city. It's okay, click the dragon. Okay, stranger. So I gotta be outside to do all that shit. And I can't read all that because it's all gibberish. And I got the end of it. Okay, so it says I need to be outside. Alright then. Places, people! Places! Lights! Camera! And action. Greetings, stranger. Fortune fellow. 'Tis a party for which I bellow. I invite the king in yellow. So come all ye tell. Wear thy mask upon you to my masquerade, until he may come to last ye tell. Hope for us that there may be still.
Shadows lengthen, dim streets darken. To the curfew thou must hearken. Why so loudly dost thou bark in the dim city of Yatil? Only much attention, quite unwholesome, you'll instill from the souls of poor Yatil. Why attract so much ill will?
That is just what I must seek, see? Hidden somewhere among us the meekly, 'tis one invitee I seek. He shall all my mistake undo. 'Tis a king in yellow whose great wealth I shall accrue. When his shadow passes through, wealth will come to I and you.
Lo, your plans shall surely languish, and this whole town will know anguish for the king, as whom they say, which shall this city indeed smite. If he comes, Yatil and you and I will know his might. All be lost within a night. What reward is worth that price?
Wearing this expensive clothing, parted from my family's loathing, lasting till I'm decomposing. All my friends whom strife I've caused. Yes, preparing for this night, their forgiveness is the cause. They shall all be prepared because I had brought the king to us. Brava! Brava!
Bravo! Simply splendid.
Thank you, Your Highness. Why, thank you. That was actually pretty fun. I haven't gotten to flex my acting chops on since high school.
You're no stranger to the stage, I can tell.
Really? Yeah, I was a theater kid. My school did Macbeth.
A virtuoso of the bard, are we? If you've performed Shakespeare, then you must be an actor of sufficient ability to survive my play. Tell me, what role were you? The leading man, I presume.
I was a tree number 4.
I wasn't aware that was a role.
It's not.
You weren't even the leading tree?
Ha! Don't worry, I was actually Macbeth.
I thought you said you were a tree.
It's called acting!
Oh, you are good.
Whoa, hey, what's happening to you?
Don't fret, dearest. Something is simply passing between my planet's light and your bedroom. A cloud, perhaps. You know the proverb, wherever the golden light of Carcosa shines, the shadow of the unspeakable one is cast? It's a literal rule.
Really? So you're basically a figment of my imagination?
I can only be wherever the light of my planet star Carcosa shines.
Carcosa? Yeah, wait, that damn star up there, that's a fucking star. That's a fucking planet?
In other words, I can't reach you at night when you're not standing in natural light, or if anything obstructs your view of Carcosa.
That explains why Missy had it on weird daytime curfew. She literally vanishes when the sun sets. What a Cinderella-like curse. That also explains how she got in my room. My window may have been locked, but the curtains were wide open, allowing the light in. So she can't get into my room if I close the curtains?
Aw, I was quite enjoying my time with you. I wanted to stay a little longer. Alas, parting is such sweet sorrow. It may be some time until your sky clears. Until then, I bid you adieu.
Okay. Oh, I got a smooch. Did that even count? Well, looks like I have one hell of a choice to make. Lynetta hasn't been summoned yet, and Estir is stuck outside at the moment. So, I have a moment to collect my thoughts. Between Lynetta and Estir, who do I want to smooch? Or maybe more accurately, who am I more afraid of? Do I stay with Lynetta or do I follow Estir this time around? Is she offering a twice as much smooches after? She is offering twice smooches after all. I need to make my choice. If I want to stay with Lynetta, then I should just focus on casting spell from her book. If I want to smooch at Estir, then I should open my window again and when the clouds are clear and use Estir's book. And if I want to go for both, well, walking down the middle of the road is about to get me run over. As long as they are both in the same room at the same time, I should be safe, right? Oh man, what am I going to do? Either way, I need to talk to Lynetta. She might be an avatar world-ending calamity, but she might be able to help me get my head straight. Speaking of my head, why does my forehead feel kind of sticky? Why indeed? What's with the fucking kiss mark on my head? Oh, fuck. Rubbing off is like fucks me over. Okay. Let me go talk to Lynetta. I'll draw your curtains. I'll let. Okay. Turn it off. Okay, make sure it's off. Draw your curtains. The game. Blah 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 blah. Let me do the red light candle. Okay. Protection. I did a black light last time. Oh right, necklace. My bad. Here you are. What purpose have you?
Darling, it's you!
Hey, Lynetta. Oh, I just basically guessed that. It's nice to see her despite everything I've been through so far. Sure, she may have ended the reality I was from, but she never lied and deceived me in any way. She told me up front what would happen if I did willingly. That said, I'm really glad you're here, but can you tell me what happened to me, to that world that we're dated in?
That reality fell to me. Nothing there exists anymore. Like a dream that ends.
Just as I thought, only. Then why am I still here? Why did I survive when the rest of the reality didn't?
Oh, darling, don't make me say it. It's embarrassing.
Come on, just say it.
You're still here because
You're what?
I'm still dreaming about you.
Really?
Everything in existence is being dreamed about by at least one Eldritch god. So as long as you're on my mind, you'll exist somewhere.
Okay. That's actually kind of sweet, in a terrifying cosmic way, though. What would happen if every god stopped dreaming at the same time? What if you woke up all at once?
Everything, including all of the gods, would cease to be.
How does that work? And that can just happen any time?
Nah, don't worry. There's about 50 of us total, so the chances of all of us being awake at the same time are low.
There's only like 50 of you guys in all? She probably knows Estir very closely.
Mm-hmm. Kind of a big family, huh?
Family? Do you know Estir?
Esther. Darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Sister? What?
Ugh, I can't stand that prissy little boyfriend stealing.
Don't you, have a great relationship with her? Babe?
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Nemesis? Thanksgiving dinner must be awkward then, I assume. Whew. Good thing I washed off my face. Oh. Playboy instinct jumping out on here. Okay. If Lynetta saw that lipstick smear on my forehead, I'll be in hot water right about now. Well, I'm still in hot water now, actually. I got involved with her sister. A messy affair isn't bad enough, but with a family member? I'm toast if she finds out. Estir. Looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now, if I wanted to. For now, I should work on through Lynetta's spells again. Eldritch can't save my ass last time. I better cast that one in case I'm able to speak again. Jeez, listen to myself. What the hell's wrong with me, man? Let me see here. I'm just curious though. Do I need to get that? Yeah, I gotta get the fucking thing again. Had the ritual knife in hand. God damn it. Okay, let's read this shit. Let's read this shit. What's with the smile? You fucking creep. Eldritch mouth. Shit. It's still unnerving, as I remember. In this reality, this is just my head now. Forever.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date.
Honestly, even though you are a scary-looking Cthulhu monster lady and all, I actually find you charming and attractive. In a weird way. Fucking weird, but yeah.
Why don't you open your window? Let a little light in here?
Oh, no. No, wait, let's go.
What? What is it?
You sure you want to do that, babe?
What do you mean?
I mean, don't you want to shower first before you go outside like last time, babe?
Huh? Why would you suggest that? Oh no, don't tell me. Do I still smell like the ocean?
Just a tad salty.
Heavens below. I'm so sorry, darling. I'll be right back. No peeking, but I love you.
Love you too, babe! That was a close one. If she opened the window, Esther would have came. I wouldn't be a goner. Looks like the closet cleared. Lynette's is out on the room. If I want to date Esther, it's go time. Otherwise, I just want to stay here with Lynette and make absolutely sure she doesn't open the window again. Ever. It's time to choose from this point. My action will have consequences. You mean like this? Still worth it. Still totally worth it. Okay. Okay, met Lynetta. Okay, invoke. Okay. Okay, met Esther. Eldritch mouth. Okay, so I got a split path. So the true ending is achieved up to 6 total. I haven't gotten that far yet. So I'm gonna try to get on with. What should I do? I should actually. I'm gonna try to do with 2 paths instead. Like, the first path I'm gonna stick with Lynetta and see how she is, and then the second path I'm gonna go with Estir, and the third path I'm gonna stick with the middle path. I mean that'd be a fair path, right? Yeah. Okay. Are there any more secrets I need to read? Okay, read that. Performing the ritual after Esther's masquerade will have consequences. If you see or hear something strange, it is not your imagination. Be ready. Proceed in total darkness, no lights, no candles. Ensure their images all appear in no way. Impulses tapsy. Okay. So I need to get shit all organized. Get rid of that. Okay, proceed with total darkness, no lights, no candle. Turn off the lights. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. Okay. Where's ceremonial robes and necklace? Okay, well let me do that all long distance. Okay. Okay. And necklace. Okay. Have a ceremonial knife in person. Oh wait. Got that with me already. Wear a mask headpiece to store your features. That one. Since I'm talking to Lynetta, it's all complete and chant this. Chanting. The light. What light? Didn't I turn off all the lights? Oh. I thought I turned it off. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, my bad. I'll fucking read too fast. I just hope I don't say anything offensive to people who's watching me. I apologize in advance. Okay, fine. I'll go slowly. Hey, beautiful! My mouth. I can't move it. I can't move it again. It's just like the last time. Okay, calm down. Focus. If I can control my hand, then... Hey! So I'm using my hand to communicate. Interesting. Hey.
You're learning to control your Eldritch mouth so soon?
Yeah. I'm getting the hang of it. It seems like I still have my muscles and memories from the last reality. Good.
Oh, try saying something in Rillian!
I'll say what? Give unfortunately in dog you make.
Oh, that's so sweet! You learned to say I love you! You must have been studying, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty fluent now, right? What?
Well, vaulting would be a dangling participle error since you started the sentence with ya instead of ya.
It's good to learn.
And since you and I are intimate, you don't need the gin suffix. No need to be so formal with your girlfriend.
It's kind of hard not to if you fucking love them. I guess I still have a lot of learning to do then.
Yeah.
How do you... Damn it. It's actually really difficult to speak English through my hand. Be the end of rolls of the tongue in the comparison. Hand tongue on that is. How do you speak human language so well?
Actually, most of us are hyper-polyglots. You can't get people to worship you if you can't communicate with them.
Really? What else do you know?
English, Mandarin, Spanish, French, Arabic, ASL, Parcel Tongue, Elvish, Undercommon, Swedish.
Hey, you just made those up!
All languages are made up, darling.
She's not wrong there, that's true. Especially with the Japanese language, it was made up when you fucking... when the country was created over there that time. Originally, the Chinese migrated to that land, and the land itself basically split up, and then they had to come up with their own language and stuff. That is true. That did happen. Hey, Lynetta! Can I even talk to him? Okay. Okay. So let's read this one. What the fuck? What's up with the ritual spell? The breakup is completely gone. Eldritch Embrace, very spooky. Don't worry about these steps. I didn't get a chance to read that. Lynetta?
Yes, darling?
I'm just checking, but you haven't tampered with my book, have you?
What do you mean?
This Eldritch Embracing of spells is a little bit different from the other rituals.
How strange.
Why? What are you up to?
Oh, what's the use? You caught me. It's not a real ritual. I see how hard you're pushing yourself to make it through these spells for my sake. I thought maybe you could use a break from the real rituals, so I could spoil you a little.
That's actually pretty sweet of you. But there's no time for breaks.
Not even a quick one?
I can't lose sight of my singular goal, smooching you.
Well, alright. I'll leave you to it then.
You leaving?
There's something I need to check on. It's probably nothing, but... You haven't seen anything strange lately, have you?
I've seen plenty of strange things lately. Outer gods, hands with mouths.
I meant things beyond the usual strangeness. You haven't noticed anything watching you, have you? Sorry, I guess I'm being the strange one, huh?
You can say that.
I'll just be right back. Stay safe, okay?
Love you, babe! Objective, perform dark event. Communion. I didn't get a chance to read all of it. Okay, don't worry about these steps. All you have to do is just give Lynetta a big hug. I love you, love you. Oh, I fucking love that. Oh. Despite her being a tentacle monster, she's surprisingly likable. I like her. I honestly like girls like that. My girl's pretty much like that. Okay, documents. Performing this ritual, the Estir banquet that will have consequences. The room be well lit. No robes and necklace on. Get rid of those. Have offering in person. Are you talking about the turtle? Need light. Oh. Needs to be well lit. It was a perfect time as long as we kept on finding each other to keep doing this forever. Like that?
Do you remember the last time we did this? When you couldn't speak back to me?
I do remember.
So, you know what happens next, right?
Smooches?
One last ritual, and then we say goodbye again. As always, take as much time as you need. I'll wait as long as it takes, darling. Who knew waking up could be so exhausting?
Gonna take a nap before you. Well, and everything?
You know me so well. But don't try anything while I'm sleeping this time.
Honey, calm down.
I know what you did.
What?
Don't look so surprised. Right before our date would have ended, you betrayed me. Don't think that there aren't consequences between realities, darling.
Is this basically like Doki Doki Literature Club moment or Undertale shit?
I've already dealt with that pesky breakup spell in your book, as I'm sure you've noticed.
Is that the reason why I so torn a page like that?
So just take the straight and narrow path of loyalty in front of you, and we can keep doing this forever and ever and ever. Could you get the lights from me again, darling?
Yeah, it's like dealing with Monica all over again. Fuck. Is this good, babe? Alright, babe. Alright. And then I had to fucking do this shit. I got the knife in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wait!
What?
I need to talk to you first.
About what? What is it?
What if we didn't complete the final ritual? What if I stayed to sleep longer, so we could have a little more time together? Just you and me, lingering in a doomed world, alone. Like an endless dream come true. Doesn't that sound nice?
It does sound nice. Okay. And he basically reads it.
Wait, no! We were finally going to be together forever! We would have been so happy!
This reality is doomed. He said it once, the dream has to end eventually. If you keep dreaming if you keep dreaming going on forever, it has to become a nightmare eventually, or worse, it becomes reality. Take a look at just take a look at the world around us, and take a good look at me. Is this what you want in our reality to be like?
Of course not. But my dream of being with you forever
Can never come true. But we can be together for a short time forever.
But I'm not ready to say goodbye again. Why can't we just stay for good? Why can our time together only be brief meetings and long farewells?
I love you too, Lynetta.
What if we're saying goodbye forever?
If I'm your dream guy, then there's no way this is goodbye forever then. It's no big deal. You can always dream of me again.
Darling, please don't go. I can stay asleep a little longer. I can.
I'll be right back.
Darling!
Yeah, it's not easy for a guy. I don't see a woman cry like that. It's not easy. It's not fucking easy.
Harley, thank you for giving me a dream wonderful enough to remember clearly.
My journey looks like this. Remember that when you dream see him again. Awake dream. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Still worth it. Okay. Okay, final pledge. Let me see here.
Delicious. Just a...
Yeah. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, breakup. Don't need that. Okay, final pledge. What happens if I have that window open? Hey there. Okay, this is interesting. So like she's outside. Oh, she's in my room. And if those two were to be together, oh shit. Hold on. Let me start over. Give me a sec. Let me start over. Okay, so I need her to be here. And then contact her. How do I talk to you? Okay, masquerade. Backstage and blah 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 blah. Apply masquerade mask. Okay. I need to get the mask on me. And it affects virtual mask and holes. Okay. Okay, got the mask on. I need to get the rope. And then fucking read this shit. Look into the mirror to ensure the costume is prepared. Okay. Look in the mirror to see the costume is proper. Wait, where's my mask? Oh, the mask almost won't stay off. It keeps slipping off. Yeesh. The metamorphosis spell must have been gee. The metamorphosis spell that must have been made my face incompatible.
Aren't you in proper dress, dearest?
Just having a pre-shirt jitters, getting the mask on is a tricky for my hands are shaking so much.
Jitters?
Yeah, jitters. Yeah, you know, I know. I look like a playboy. I still get nervous in front of the pretty girls. Like,
Dearest, you love your king, yes?
yes, yeah.
And you would never lie to her, correct?
No, why? I wouldn't dream of it.
Then tell me, what happened to your face?
I tried to avert my gaze, but her iron grasp on holding my chin firmly in place. Her long, sharp nails I'll dig into my cheek.
What an unfortunate accident. And an even more unfortunate face. For now, we shall conceal that hideous visage of yours beneath the hood of your robe. Hopefully, this won't affect your performance. And in the interest of not having further accidents, you will have my undivided attention from now on. You may express your gratitude to your king.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Oh, and dearest, one more thing. I may not be as barbaric as my sister, but I assure you I can be twice as dreadful. Do not give me cause to demonstrate.
Yikes. Where did Lynetta go? Okay, let's just do the play already. Okay, here goes nothing. Interior well lit. Make sure it's lit up completely. Oh, it's lit up. Okay, it's on. Lights are on. Curtains open. Places, people! Alright, let's read this shit. Welcome, company much cherished. May my loneliness thus perish. To this evening, we shall share which I will be raised by myself. Okay, no attendance. Oh, no attendance would have arrived on tonight, alas. Besides thyself, but I'll be beside myself. When the king, the king, I don't know why they had 2,000 at the same time. Can we feel himself?
Lay thine hands upon my bodice, for before you stands a goddess. Know this guest of goldenrod is merely the first of the night. Let us drink to your great wealth and family and life, lasting till your afterlife. I'll be yours once he arrives.
Yes. Okay, maybe I get this part done. Yes, until my schemes are made on flourish, we shall hunt my empty fortress. Let us dance a whirling dervish while we feed our appetites. By the moral way, we shall know if the king came tonight. Midnight marks the final chime. Until that comes, there is still time.
Be thee graciously obeisant to demonstrate a courtly patience. He declines no invitation he receives upon his court. All who live in doomed Yatil will know without report. The king arrived by your escort, a prophecy of grim import.
And that's it. At least we got the good cheer on that one.
An immaculate performance, dearest. Bravissimo.
Bravo to you too.
There's only one more scene to reenact, and then this world will be mine.
I probably should have asked first before we get the final act, but this play isn't a tragedy, right?
No, it's not. The ending is actually quite hilarious.
Oh, that's actually a huge relief. What happens?
Your character is slain, and all of his wishes come true in an unexpected way.
How's that a happy ending?
In his ambitions of greed, influence, and fame, he dies penniless, alone, and infamous.
Is that the reason why people get all fucked up if they basically follow you entirely? Wait, my character dies? I'm going to die? I thought you said it was comedy.
Comedy is merely tragedy from far enough away, dearest.
She implying that she thinks my death will be funny? I get that she's an outer god, so human morals don't really apply to her. But that's gotta be cruel even for her. No way I can go through all that. Sorry, I don't want to die again.
I anticipated that you might get cold feet after learning of your character's fate. However, my wrath is terror far beyond a touch of stage fright. So, for your sake, dearest, do the fucking scene.
Straight to the point. I didn't even censor that. It was literally censored in the game. Yeah, I can't even talk to you. Okay. Food preparation guide. Prepare for scene 3 by doing the following. Retrieve ingredients in the cold storage. Light red fire. Candles. And allow King to enter the room. Okay, got one in already. Got 2. Oh, where you go? Got 2. Red candle. Okay, do not make a mistake or a hungry uninvited guest may arrive. Okay. I already used up my supplies to cook for Lynetta. Ooh. Yikes. All that's left is a leftover for her dark communion.
You must be kidding. You were seriously planning on serving this to me?
Wait, I can explain.
Please,
I have nothing.
Mere leftovers for a king? How humiliating! If you would serve your king leftovers, who, pray tell, did you find worthy of the feast?
She's onto me. She's gonna figure out I served it to Lynetta. I hear heavy chains on dragon nearby. Heavy chains? Nope. I just got hungry. I skipped breakfast this morning, so...
You ate an entire feast on your own because you were feeling peckish?
Yeah, let's go with that.
So, the person you think deserves to eat before the king does is you?
Yeah, funny you should mention that.
Such self-idolatry is a serious crime against me, God King and heiress to Carcosa. Conveniently, the punishment for blasphemy and treason is the same. Death.
Yipe!
What a shame. I thought you had some potential, but you're a totally worthless servant in the end.
Worthless? Oh god, she's serious. I'm seriously gonna die here. Wait, what if I did something to appease you? Then would my crime be forgiven?
I am God King. All is as I say. If I wish for you to be pardoned, then it shall be so. Perhaps if you grovel on your hands and knees, I can let you off lightly.
I immediately drop into the full prostration bow. Please forgive me. Let me make things up for you. I beg of you. Please. Oh, please. I beg of you, King, my lord.
You look so pathetic like that. Very well. You shall be...
I'm a lonely worm. Forgive me, but don't let me off without harsh punishment first, my lady. Please. Give me the biggest harsh punishment like Lady D has given me in Resident Evil Village.
Don't you think you said that too willingly? I'm just checking, but you're not enjoying this, right?
Who wanna actually join us in there? Don't answer that. No. Yes!
Oh, you shameless pig! You're lower than... This is what you were about to try to feed me, right? Then this will be your trough, swine!
Oh, you want a bite? Even though my lips have touched it?
Open wide, and don't drop a single morsel. I won't forgive you if you make a mess on my gown.
Oh, Lord. As you took a morsel from the leftovers, it shoved into my mouth. It feels gritty, with an unusual texture. It's like covered in thousands of small hairs. Ew. It tastes straggly. Ugh. I can't even begin to guess what food this used to be. I tried to gulp it down before I could taste it, but it's too big to swallow whole. If I just bite into half of it and swallow the piece, then I might be down before I gag. As I bite down, I burst into like a tomato, filling my mouth with like a sweet juice. It tastes extremely fruity, sort of pineapple-y even. That is good. Better than good. It's great. It's got like nectar, instinctively addictive ambrosia. More. I need more. It's too delicious to have just one bite. It's seriously like nothing else. As soon as I swallow, I feel the immediate effects of the withdrawal. My fond memories of any other food faded into utter good disgust. The mere thought of ever eating anything else makes my stomach churn. I greedily take another bite and filling my mouth with this as much as I can. The smooth nectar bursting through my every bite swims around my mouth, coating every surface. It's so delicious that it makes my mouth tingle. Huh? Did I just bite my cheek? Why did I taste blood? A dull tingling suddenly turns into a sharp sting, then into an unbearable burning. My mouth feels raw, like I'm gargling acid. It's like my mouth has been digested. Ew. I learned to spit out, but my willpower fails me. I just can't bear to spit it out. It's too good! Oh. What the fuck is that? Oh, the food falls out of my mouth with a splat. As a heap of bloody fissure. It might be imagination, but I swear I spat out twice as much as I put my mouth in. Put in my mouth. The horror.
Wipe away that sour expression, dearest. The next act is about to begin, and everyone will be watching.
Oh lord. What am I doing? Okay, the third act. Okay, setting interior lights, no lights on besides a window. You said no lights beside the window. Interior, no lights on besides, oh, besides open window, my bad. My bad. Okay. So I gotta have the lights off. Ooh, no. And let me see here. Places, people! Damn the night, and more scornful, wicked morning, unremorseful. Why tonight must I be mournful for ambitions unfulfilled? After all my preparation, all the daylights I have killed, why is it not us not only still? Oh, why are my wishes unfulfilled?
Why so limited your actions that permitted this result truly befitted to a hunger such as thine? Though your greed is grave and tomb and crypt in which you die, it's within your grease you fry. Dearest host, the end is nigh.
Okay. Read the line, read the shit, read the script before you get shit. Wretched guest, you come to mock me for bemusement thou waste hawking, and so in the town you stalk me to watch my schemes fall apart. Strip thy mask, apologize, then hastily depart. Leave thee just my broken heart. Leave not, else in whole and part.
I wear no mask, now witness, for it was thee who hast permit this golden guest to own the dimness of the city of Yatil. Lo, for I'm the king in
Oh,
yellow,
Jesus.
whose shadows on Yatil, and whose shadow you're in still. Dark as death is now Yatil.
Did you just literally skew me with your fucking spear? Yikes. Ugh! Drop thy blade from my contusion. My life reaches its conclusion. Cruelty matched by your delusions that you truly are the king. Yes, you will have granted all my wishes, not forsaken me. If indeed you were the king, why would you have murdered me?
But I've granted all your wishes. I'm afraid I disagree. All alone you are with all of your remaining family. And as vision turns to darkness, you have claim to all you see. And you'll wear that mask and robe for the rest of all your life indeed. And the strong will fall to illness, haunt your till with crypt-like stillness, and none left alive to witness my ascension to your till. And from the catacombs shall spill the cries of innocence laid still, ye heard from lady and from smithy and from throne to peasant mill. Cries unprecedented in the history of Yatil. Wails unlike they'll ever be again in dark Yatil. That your invitations quill brought the king to black Yatil.
And that's it. It was actually priceless.
Thank you! Oh, thank you! You're all too kind. Listen to that applause, dearest. The euphoria of a flawless recitation.
And innumerable voices make other cacophony of cheering outside my door. fanatical or revelry, screams of terror and sadistic amusement, all amidst thunderous applause. The king has come.
Smiles, dearest, smiles! Aren't you proud of yourself?
Why? Why didn't you use a stage knife? I'm bleeding out here. My blood streams from the gaping wound in my chest. My abdomen is unseen. Wait, is that what happened to those guys who did with her? That makes sense. At least that's blood on their chest.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will. Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins. The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches you promised? Plural, you said you gave me two.
Even now, that's really all you can think about? Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound. And you're worried about smooches?
Yes?
You are an interesting human. It is a pity that you'll soon cast away your individuality for me.
What? Host expires. Last verse on kills audience. King exit. Recast a host. Get to play anew. The yellow signs are not only visible, not drawable, or drawable by those who have witnessed perform the King in Yellow play. Okay. Being exposed by the yellow signs after witnessing and performing the play, the King in Yellow will cause a permanent, irreversible obsession of the King, her court, and Carcosa. This insane obsession persists after death. Okay. Do I have to draw that symbol? Okay. If you're content to spend your life with the King at the end of the lights, leaving your window open, and light black fire candles, this will allow your otherworldly images to reveal themselves. So, let me see here. Like that. And then, black candle.
Behold, the yellow sign. Become my slave, my eternal captive audience. I presume you are wondering about those smooches, huh?
Yeah.
Tell me, does a servant that betrays his master only to come crawling back to collect his reward deserve anything?
Yes.
You'll get nothing from me, while I take everything from you.
So, no smooches?
None.
Not even two?
If I wasn't going to give you one, why would you think I'd give you two?
You know, I think I hate people that go back on their words even more than I love smooches.
Hate? What's with that defiant tone? You're supposed to be under my control now.
Say, you're the embodiment of the life from the planet, right?
Why, yes, I am.
So in a way, the planet Stark on Carcosa is also you, right?
Well, yes, but what could you possibly mean by asking that?
It means I just figured out a way to get smooches on all you promised me, even if it means to taking the whole planet with me. Okay. He's basically reading himself. I can't even pronounce it. Carcosa,
Hey, you're only supposed to cast that once. Carcosa is close enough.
he's sending it again.
What are you doing, casting that spell repeatedly like that?
What, is it supposed to come crashing down on us?
That spell only brings Carcosa within a dangerous distance to the Earth. But why do something so pointless? If you keep casting it, Carcosa will move closer and closer to Earth.
Did you just figure that out?
Don't tell me. Are you trying to smooch my planet itself?
Yep. He's doing it again.
Heavens below. You're serious? Come now, we can be reasonable about this. If you crash Carcosa into the Earth, it'll be an extinction-level event for humanity. I'll lose every member of my court that I worked so hard to steal from Lunetta. There's no need to do anything drastic. You'll die instantly.
Dying once or twice at a small price to pay for smooches.
Wait! Don't you like being with me? Think back to all the good times we had on our date.
What good time? You literally just stabbed me in the fucking gut. That was short.
Please?
Carcosa, girlfriend, blah blah blah. God damn! You met a terrible end, haven't you? God damn! Literally had that fucking music in the background. Wow! Just play a fanfare right onto you. God damn! Hey, is that a fucking flower right here? Okay, let's see what we got. Final pledge, yellow sign. Okay. So I just need to unlock more along the way. So I already got a bad end for that one. So let me see here.
Bravo!
Okay. So basically, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna try to get her to come here with a kiss mark on my head. Yeah, just leave it there. And then see what else I can do. I'm gonna try to get more endings for this one. Turn off the bed side. Turn this off. Make sure it's closed. And then just read this. Wrong candle. Right. My bad. And then do it. Oh, do I have ritual? Nope. Okay. Now we can do it.
Darling, it's you!
Yeah. Hey, Lynetta.
That reality? Oh, I'm still dreaming about every...
Okay. Is there anything else I need to read? Everything is stopped, blah blah blah.
Nah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, now we're talking about Estir.
Esther. Darling, I thought I told you not to mention other women while we're together. Especially not my sister.
Sister?
Ugh, I can't stand that prissy little boyfriend stealing.
I don't have a great relationship with her?
Absolutely not. We've been fighting over planets and followers for eons. It wouldn't be a stretch to call us nemesis.
Thanksgiving's and dinner, blah blah blah.
Darling, what's that on your forehead?
What's what?
It looks like a lipstick mark. That's not from another god, is it, darling?
Honey, you got a misunderstanding.
Because if it is, well, you die here.
Yipe! No way, did Esther leave a kiss mark on my forehead when she kissed me? I should have checked the mirror before I summoned Lynetta. That's basically why I did that the other way around. It's
It's what?
come on, just bullshit it.
Say something.
It's ritual paint.
Ritual paint?
Yeah, it's one of those steps you need for your rituals.
Oh, really?
Yes, really?
Which ritual?
Uh-oh. It's a secret.
I'm going to pretend that this lipstick mark came from a human girlfriend, so that I can spare you. But from now on, if you contact another god, I swear I'll stop being so sweet. Okay?
You wouldn't care if I have a human girlfriend?
Of course not. Why would I care about that?
Any woman would care about that, if it's not theirs.
When it's a race against other gods to amass as many followers as possible, expecting your followers to be celibate is a bad move.
Meaning?
For Grammy Roxanne, it's actually a requirement that you start a big family, or you get excommunicated from her following.
Grammy Roxanne?
Oh, I'm sure you've heard of her. She's got the most followers out of any of us. She's the Black Goat of the Woods? Or the Mother Goddess of Fertility?
A fertility goddess, you say?
No funny ideas, mister. There's no telling what I'd do if you cheated on me with a family member.
In real life, I'm fortunate about that circumstance, but for this game, gulp. Estir. Looks like the clouds haven't cleared yet. I won't be able to see her right now if I wanted to. For now, I should work through Lunetta's spells again. Eldritch hand saved my ass last time. I better cast that on one, and just in case I am unable to talk again. Jeez, listen to myself.
Darling, what's this I found under your bed?
What's that? Oh, it's an Eldritch encyclopedia. I haven't translated yet, but the diagrams are useful.
Oh, you've studied it extensively then.
Meaning, I sense I made some sort of mistake. I guess? Why? What's up?
Darling, this is a dirty magazine.
What? Really? I thought it was an anatomical guidebook.
Big, slippery Shoggoth Girlfriends Volume 3? I bet you can learn a lot of anatomy from this. Perv.
What? I'm just being a guy who's into tentacle porn. Yeah, that's it. I said I haven't translated it yet. How's I supposed to know?
This girl on the front isn't wearing anything. She's topless.
I really I can't even tell. That's a girl? It looks like an amorphous mess of tentacles to me.
Is this what you wish I looked like?
I really, truly don't. Trust me. Look, Lunetta, you're smoking hot. I can never have eyes on for anyone else when I'm with you. You're basically my dream girl. I love you, babe.
Oh, sheesh. You're going to make me blush.
I seriously didn't know it was a dirty mag, honestly.
It's okay. I forgive you.
That said, can I keep it?
Not a chance.
Of course. Anything else? Hey, out of curiosity, have you dated before? I have, too. So I was mainly just wondering what kind of guys are you into?
Well, I kind of have a thing for guys under 1 billion years old. I know, I'm such a cradle robber.
Under 1 billion years old? I was talking about humans. What kind of humans have you dated?
Let's just say you're the nicest guy I've dated by far.
Jeez, were they really that bad?
Well, my last human ex hit me with a boat. So the bar is low.
Yikes. You dated non-humans too?
Of course. Though, me being single now kind of tells you all you need to know about how those relationships went.
I take it didn't go so well. Any other stories?
I dated a beholder once.
A beholder? How'd that ended?
You know, in hindsight, I shouldn't have been surprised that a sentient mass of eyeballs was seeing other women.
Okay. Anything else I can talk to you? Oh, I can't talk to you anymore. Let's see here. I need to do the fucking... Put this back. I had no rope on me. Get this knife. And then let's fucking do this. Kiss mark on my head. I'm keeping that in. Hello. Shit.
It's such a nice day outside. It's a little dry for my liking, but we could totally have a date. Why don't you open your window?
We already had a little dialogue. Okay. So, while she's in there, I'm gonna go talk to her. Hey, babe. What's up? Let me see here. If I switch it around, then I just have one or the other. Okay, so let me see here. Backstage and clothes in the mirror. Prepare to host the scene. Applying that mask. Great host. Look at robe. Pick up a knife. Look in the mirror. Get this. Get this. Okay. Got those 2 items on me. I don't need that. Alright. I gotta make sure I'm good. Look sure I'm good to go. I can't read on the next page. Okay, applying the masquerade to the host's face. I fix a ritual knife. Got that. Oh, where's the fucking... Okay. I had it on earlier. Oh. Okay. Now I'll just read this. If I can read it. Oh, anything? Once it is properly prepared. I got those 3 items on me. Okay. Alright, looks like everything's in place. Feel like I guised up, even if my outfits was pretty loud. But even so, the beauty of the whole symbol is out of this world. If Lynette is showering in here, I better meet Esther in the other room. Okay. All I have to do is stand in the plant's lake and can't reach me. I already know what you're gonna say, Your Highness. Yellow is more your color than mine. But I still look pretty good, right?
You clean up well. I'm impressed. You'd be presentable before my royal court in that.
It is pretty snug fit. The mask almost feels alive. Like it's all molding into fit my face perfectly.
Quite the opposite, dearest. Your face is molding to fit the mask.
Molding? It feels like I feel a twist of metal digging into my temples. It's stuck into my face somehow. Ow, 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 ow! It really won't come off!
I may have failed to mention that we reenact the play with deadly accuracy.
Deadly accuracy?
From this point on in the play, your character never removes his mask. So neither shall you. This surely shouldn't be a problem for someone who is planning to be my eternal servant. Correct?
I can't even blink anymore. My eyelids are stretched to meet the indifferent metal in the eye holes.
The mask and your face have become one. Your every pore is now gilt in gold.
That kind of rhymed. This is... What? Do I have to wear this to work? When I see my family? When I see Lynetta? Wait a minute. Those strange people outside, they all had masks stuck to them too. Are they past followers who became Esther's servants? Is that going to be my fate? Well, that's unfortunate for me. Let's see here. At least that's prepared. Okay, this is entering for robes and mask. Here, well lit. Oops. My bad. I didn't know that. Okay. Masquerade. Okay. Okay. It needs to be lit up, as far as I'm aware of. Okay. Now I can read it. I didn't know. I thought I had everything on me and I forgot about the lights. My bad. Because if you end up doing with the lights off instead, then you just get fucked. Welcome, company. Much cherished and my lonesome. Wait, we already read this part, right?
Lay thine hands upon my bodice, for before you stands a goddess. Know this guest of goldenrod is merely the first of the night. Let us drink to your great wealth and family and life lasting till your afterlife. All be yours once he arrives.
Okay. Let me read this part real fast. Yes, until my schemes may flourish, we shall hunt my empty fortress. Let us dance a whirling diverse away. We feed our appetites. By the moral we shall know. If the king came tonight, midnight marks the final chime. Until that comes, there is still time.
Graciously obeisance, demonstrate a courtly patience. He declines no invitation he receives upon his court. All who live in doomed Yatil will know without report. The king arrived by your escort. A prophecy of grim import. An immaculate performance, dearest. Bravissimo. There's only one more scene to reenact, and then this world will be mine.
Okay, I probably should have asked first before we got to the final act, but this play hasn't any tragedy,
No,
like...
it's not.
Yeah, we already read all that shit. Okay. I know I need to get some condiments and stuff for her. So let me see here. And I do like get to straight to the point thing that you can just read the fucking strip. It's fucking hilarious. Alright. Do not make a mistake, or an hungry, uninvited guest may arrive. We saw that last time. So I got the ingredient. I need the red fire. Okay. And I need the king by my side. Okay. Alright, now I just read this right here. It's pretty exquisite. Yes, I have this banquet. This room is filled with the room is filled with a mouth-watering aroma and a perfectly seasoned meat and fresh fruit. There must be a magical component enveloped here, because I see no less than the three of my favorite dish. Estir is stuttering towards my bed.
Surely you don't intend to merely watch me eat, dearest.
I didn't think she was going to let me have any at all. I don't mind if I do.
That's not what I meant. Instead of watching me eat this feast, you'll feed it to me.
What? What was that? It sounded like groans of murderous anger from outside the door. Was that from the masked stalker outside? If they're all masked on their face, they must have been Estir's followers, or even ex-partners. Then their groans were of jealousy? Makes sense. They've been locked outside all this time. I bet they killed for a chance to spend time with Estir.
Just a moment, dearest. What is the thread count of your silken sheets? At least 1,000, I presume.
Silk? My blankets are cotton.
Perhaps I'll just stand while you feed me instead.
Too delicate to sit on my bed sheet like that? So picky. If she's that uptight, a pity. I'm about to say uptight. Is she that a pity? Maybe I'll just start with the grapes. Something that will feed the princess complex.
Delightful.
I'm glad.
Another.
Hey, think I can have one of these?
Dream on. My lips have already touched it. If you want an indirect kiss, you'll have to be more clever than that.
Oh yeah? So you won't eat anything on my lips have touched either?
Of course not.
You are eyeing on this cream puff, right? Would you like me to feed you a bite?
Oh, heavens below, yes. I am pleased by this new attitude of yours, dearest.
I have to admit, it does look delicious. I can't wait to take a bite of the cream puff.
What do you think you're doing?
Delicious! It's so good! I'll never had anything like it in my life ever again.
Let me try.
You want a bite? Even my lips has touched it?
I don't want it after all.
Oh, that's a damn shame. If you don't want it, then I guess I'll just have some more right now, right? Ow.
Hey, hold on.
Huh? It's so good. It's really delicious. Nothing tastes better than food with a child twist of Eldritch magics. It's a shame you don't want it at all. You don't want any of it whatsoever. Maybe I'll just take another bite. What's going to be? What's it going to be then, princess? Watch me eat your favorite dessert or suffer an indirect kiss. The choice is yours.
Give me the cream puff.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that? I didn't quite catch that.
I order you to hand over the cream puff.
Very well, my king. I offer over the half of the cream puff on her eager hands, but instead, I forgot I was hand feeding her. Her lips are instantly soft against my fingers.
It really is delightful.
She's damn cute when she drops her sadistic front. I do more, but I feel those husks on staring jealous daggers at my back. They'll tear my head off if I let this go on. Shouldn't we save some of this for the play? It'll hurt the performance if we eat the entire set, won't it?
I suppose. Very well. Let us resume the play.
Alright, let's read the rest of the play. Oops! I forgot about the light! My bad! I forgot about the fucking lights!
Thank you!
Yeah, let's just get on with this. Oh, fuck me. Go signs. Hold on a second, hold on. We already did the performance. Oh, hold on, I didn't get a chance to read that part. Oh, shit. That's the one I was trying to go to.
Exquisite. Oh,
Yeah, we already did all that shit. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do that earlier. Okay. That's what I was trying to do. I was like saying, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. I gotta make sure I got the robe on. I got the mask on me. Legit. Okay. Make sure there's no lights. Okay. Okay. And let's just fucking read it. Down the night, blah 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 blah. We already know.
why so livid? It's your actions that permitted this result, truly befitted to a hunger such as thine. Though your greed is grave and tomb and crypt in which you die, it's within your grease you fry. Dearest host, the end is nigh.
Blah 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 blah. Witches, museum, blah 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 blah. I don't care.
No mask, no witness, for it was thee who hast permit this golden guest to own the dimness of the city of Yatil. Lo, for I'm the king in yellow whose long shadows on Yatil, and whose shadow you're in still. Dark as death is now Yatil.
Full blah 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 blah.
All your wishes, I'm afraid I disagree. All alone you are with all of your remaining family. And as vision turns to darkness, you have claim to all you see, and you'll wear that mask and robe for the rest of all your life indeed. And the strong will fall to illness, haunt you too with crypt-like stillness, and none left alive to witness my ascension to your till. And from the catacombs shall spill the cries of innocence laid stilly heard from lady and from smithy and from throne to peasant mill. Cries unprecedented in the history of Yatil. Wails unlike they'll ever be again in dark Yatil. That your invitations quill brought the king to Black Yatil.
Huh. Alright, now we get to this part, and then we get to the ending.
Thank you! Oh, thank you! You're all too kind. Listen to that applause, dearest. The euphoria of a flawless recitation.
Innumerable voices the cacophony of cheering outside my door. Fanatical to blah blah blah.
Smiles, dearest, smiles! Aren't you proud of yourself?
Why? Why didn't you use a stage knife? I'm really bleeding out here.
To ensure you stay in character, call it method acting, if you will. Oh, with sweet sorrow the curtain falls, and the show begins. The stage is now set for you to inscribe the yellow sign. Do this, and I will bestow upon you the smooch I promised.
You mean the smooches you promised? Plural, you said you give me two.
Even now, that's really all you can think about? Your world is about to be enslaved by a horror from beyond the stars. You're dying from a stab wound. And you're worried about smooches?
Yes.
You are an interesting human. It is a pity that you'll soon cast away your individuality for me.
Okay, now we just gotta do this part. The last spell. I gotta get this out. Go on with this. And let me see here. Yellow King exposed to the Yellow King. Sessions of death. Black fire. There we are.
Behold, the yellow sign. Become my slave, my eternal captive audience. I am entropy. Disorder. Where things are built tall, I appear to knock them down. Monuments, nations, relationships.
Ooh, they all came in. Some of these husks have wedding rings on their fingers. Yikes.
I steal the hearts and minds of the rich or powerful to break them, and litter my court with them like gold dust.
But why me of all people? I'm broke.
Because I am the breeze of chaos that knocks down any tower that challenges the grandness of my court. Your relationship with my sister was one of those things. Before, I only pursued you because you have a great deal of clout amongst the night-going crowd and shrewd, wealthy types. You would have been an incredibly powerful servant who would have been able to draw in countless wayward souls that meet my standards. At least, until that reality ended and you undid all of my hard work. All of my followers that I had stolen from Lynetta, gone in an instant. And I had no choice but to abandon that reality. There's nothing left to destroy if nothing exists, you see.
Feasible enough.
But in this reality, I've stolen away her most powerful asset. You. Just as I've stolen every member of my entourage.
All the husk, they're bleeding from their chest onto their elegant robe. Just like me. All these people. Why?
Why? Because it's what I do.
No, I mean, why are you still here? Why are they still here? Aren't they they're ruling our moment here? Kick them out!
Huh? Such a defiant tone. Why aren't you under the effects of the yellow sign? Were you unaffected? Did the spell fail?
I don't feel any different.
You're supposed to be obsessed with me!
I already was since I first saw you. That's why your little spell didn't work on me.
You can try and resist it all you want, but one way or another, you're my eternal slave from now on.
Are you proposing to me? I accept!
No, dearest, I'm not talking about marriage. What I'm talking about is catering to my every whim, anticipating my every desire, and living solely to please me.
Yeah, that just sounds like marriage to me.
No! I'm talking about a servitude where you do nothing but kiss the ground I walk on and revere me for all of time. A servitude unlike anything on Earth, where you never so much as think of anyone else.
No, we have that on Earth too. It's called marriage.
It's different!
It's not.
Is too!
How so?
It means no freedom. Forever. You are only permitted to do as I say.
Yeah, you literally just described marriage. Yep.
And it means preparing every single one of my meals for me, whenever I so wish.
That's marriage. Yeah, for sure.
And it means never being allowed to quit your servitude. You'll never be free of me so long as you live.
Until death do us apart, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, but you're literally just describing how marriage works. I mean, hey, if that's what you want, I'm in. Let's get married already.
Dearest,
Look at that, he's making a move.
you shouldn't. I stole you away. I ruined your relationship with Lynetta.
I prefer you from the beginning. I already broke up with Lynetta on the other reality, actually.
Why are you being so persistent? You can't really want to marry me that badly. You're just trying to act all smooth so I give you your second smooch.
Yes. Save it for our wedding day.
You can't be serious, right?
He was serious, alright. King and white. It's like saying, what the fuck? This is fucking hilarious. Let me see here. Let me see what I'm gonna have to do. Alright, I'm gonna have to end the episode because I don't want to go any further as it is. Let me see here. Final pledge, yellow sign, king of white. Let me see here. So basically, when it comes to me doing these kind of stuff, I'll have to figure out how to get these other endings along with the secrets. Oh, this is actually fucking hilarious though, to get into the series. I got 3 endings on this one. So, let me see here.
Sucker for love. First date.
Alright, I'm gonna end the episode here for now. I'm gonna try to figure out what I need to do for where I need to go specifically for how to get these endings properly. And once I get them done, then I'll show it off to you guys, and then we get down to the 3rd tape. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me playing Sucker for Love for first date and such. And if you do like this episode, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification, and share if you like this content in the future. With that being said, I'm the Video Game Crester, and the artist says, catch you on the next episode, baby. Peace.